Yes, you are live. Live, what's my live chat episode 38? I thought I'd be on about 70 by now. I always make like arrangements in my head for the 100th live chat. I've done what have I done now? I'm on 30. If I should have counted early doors. I should have just never tried to be smart with it when I was trying to be all fucking slick with a surprise live chat, the late live chat and all that shite. I should have just thingies on, I should have just, what's it called? I should have just, what was I saying then? I shouldn't be this done doing a live chat. What was I just even saying then? I genuinely can't remember what the first conversation on a live chat was then. What was I even speaking about then? Was talking about being late? I genuinely can't remember. Look at my fresh hair, man. Do you know what? I think I've said this on here before. There's nothing better, is there? Not even joking. Even it doesn't matter how fat and ugly you are or how whatever you look. Yeah, when you get a fucking fresh haircut, there's nothing better than an actual fresh haircut, is there? In the world, I don't think it's the best. But that's why, even though look at my what is that? That's not baldness, is it? That has to be a scar or something. Because that was a scar. On my kid pictures, it's one for crash my bike. I'm worrying about that to be a scar or something. That is a scar. That's how I know back my hair's gone. Because that used to be a scar that you saw in my head, predominantly saw in my head. I'd have to find a kid picture of me. It will take me forever. But that used to be a scar you could see in my hair. It didn't used to be it didn't used to be there. My hairline, I'm sure my hairline was, you'll laugh. That matching up was set. Not with this stone doing a fucking live chat, man. Right. But here. No, that one. All right, hang on. We're looking. So back there, my hairline was about there. Still can't work it out, Oh, this is easier. My hairline was about there. Therefore, it's that one. My hairline was about there, right? 100%. And thick as well, but I've not really lost the thickness. I can't believe I spent my whole 20s laughing at people who were bald. I laughed at everyone who was bald all through my early 20s, people who were bald. Because has anyone seen my dad? My dad has got, and anyone who's met him will fucking back me up. His hair is halfway on his forehead and jet black afro hair. There's not even a millimetre of receding or anything. He's going grey in that now, a little bits of patches of grey in it, but thick afro hair. In his 60s, on his last legs, do you know what I mean? And his hair is still popping. I always just thought I would have his hair, and I've not got his hair. I remember 29. I remember it. I can remember the year it started going. 2019 it was. 29. I don't think it was. When was that? How old would I have been then? Yeah, 29. 2019. Yeah, the fucking year. I think was it so? Yeah, it was Madrid, wasn't it? We won the Champions League, and I realised I was going bald. It was when I went to Ibiza that summer. I went to Ibiza and had it long on top, and that's this. Even this is a bit mad, but so when this is a bit long, I feel like this is not a 1.5. You have to get it short on top, yeah, because as if anyone cares, but if you have to get it short on top because then it blends more in with your forehead, if that makes sense. Because my forehead's going back. You know what I was saying as well about ear pierced? Did anybody have their ear pierced? I feel like there was a time when having like a little accessory in your ear was good. My dad never let me get my ear pierced until I was 16. I had to wait till he didn't ever let me get it done. I weren't let it done, and then when I was 16, I just went and got it done myself because you was allowed to get it done at 16. He never spoke to me for ages. He's Nigerian. He didn't want to lie, and I feel like if he thinks if his kid gets an earring, that's it, gay. Everyone had fucking earrings. They were sick. I used to get like Skittles and that, and like M&Ms and fucking. I was just saying this about 2 minutes ago to my mate. And rappers, I had a 50 cent fucking caricature thing earring. Sick. They look better on black lads, definitely earrings, because it popped in with your tan. A good earring, it looked good next to a good tan, but we're always tan. We don't need to rely on the tan. Earrings on like pasty people look horrendous. I'm fasting, and I'm stoned, so that's why I'm definitely more stoned than usual. I've only just realised as I've got on because I've not ate all day. I've ate nothing. I'm fasting. As soon as I finish this, I don't know, because now I've had a joint, I'll be up all night. That's the reason why you're doing this fasting. That you shouldn't have a joint when you're fasting. People say it's good because it speeds up your metabolism, but I don't like it. I've only had a joint for this. It's going to be torture tonight. because and now I'm starving. I feel like before I had this joint. So what time are we on now? 20 to 8. I feel like not got any 5 minutes in, not got on a single topic. Well, it doesn't matter. Before I got on here, what was I saying again then? Muppet, yes, Charlie. Before I got on here, what was I just saying then, Charlie? No, you didn't. It wasn't you. I'll be honest. I'd already forgot. I was going to blame you, but it would people be able to fucked it you. I'm so hungry. I have to finish this fast. It's hard. Yes, Josh. Yes, Josh, fuck you. You let me down on a Wembley ticket. I had to secure a Wembley ticket off someone else and then let them down the day before. Smoking on a fast. Oh, bro, honestly, bro, I regret it, but I needed to. Sometimes you need a little something to jump on here. This is just a fluffy one. Last one, I had so much shit to talk about. I've not been on for fucking months. This is only 10 days after, you know. It has put me, though. Do you announce this one? Did you announce what one? Announce what one? Yeah, of course, I always announce them. This one? Yeah, it's on my story. What was I saying then? You've all just come in and knocked me off my thought. I've been speaking coherently for 5 minutes to myself. You've all come in and thrown me off. Yeah, it's bad. Fasting, I would not recommend having a joint and fasting. It's terrible. I feel terrible. But the one good thing about doing it is, I think when you're stoned, you sleep longer. But usually you sleep, but your sleep's terrible because you've been eating loads of stuff because you've got the munchies. Whenever I have a joint, I eat everything. I can't stop. That's why my diet's so bad. That's why I have to fast. That's why I have to not eat for fucking 3 days basically every week. But because it's 36 hours, because you're blagging it with a sleep, you only actually don't eat for 3 days. But technically, 4.5 of the days, my days in a week, I don't consume a single calorie by doing three days of suffering for 8 weeks to lose weight, and then it will just be off until you only have to do. See, this is the thing, and every single year I know it, and I've still now 5 years never stuck to it. All you have to do, yeah, when the weight falls off, because the first year I did this is how I know it works. I don't know, maybe it wouldn't work anymore, but even now, I know for a fact it would because it did first time. It always will. It's enough if you're not like eating crazy amounts. All you have to do once you lose all this weight is do one fast. And whatever you usually do, can't be a fat slob and do one thingy, but most people are a little bit active. Do you know what I mean? Whatever you're doing active-wise, if you go to the gym, you play football or whatever, one fast, and I promise you the weight stays off. But there's whatever I do the fasting for, whatever event that is for, as soon as the day that finishes, I never do another fast again because a few people, like from putting it on my Instagram, loads of people are getting on to me again about the fast, but they do it every time. They use me for to lose weight as if I'm a weight guru. I don't mind. But do you know what I'll do? This is the worst part. It's the drinks. I like sugary drinks and that. I'm not really a water guy, so what would you have to do? So, because I can only drink ice cold drinks, I have to have ice in every drink. If I go to someone's house, we haven't, Josh. No, Josh, you've been avoiding me because you let me down on a Wembley ticket, bro. It broke my heart, that, mate. I was looking forward to going to it with you. Can you believe I let our mate down the day before? I couldn't. No, was it on the morning? Nah, the day before, definitely. I couldn't go, and do you know what it was? I wish I had gone because if I'd have gone, it wouldn't have fucking ruined it. I was saying I didn't want it to ruin the last game of the season and the parade. Oh, the parade's going to be the best thing in the world. Ask any of my mates out saying the parade is going to be the best thing in the world. And annoyingly, people who I hate being wrong to, like Alex was saying, you're bigging this parade up well more than it's going to be. But I feel like if the weather was sunny, when I'm saying these things, when I'm basing all my fun on this parade, it's in the summer. The weather was lovely. And then, I let him down. He didn't let me down. I said I couldn't go. Have you been on the right? I don't even know if we're on about the same person. We must be. But I didn't go. But I wish I had gone. I wish I had gone to the game because fucking the parade was terrible. It was the worst day ever. The parade was horrendous, and then it ended like that as well, which made it obviously even worse because we were getting told people are dead. There are people dead. People have to be dead, and I'm thinking, have to be dead. Do you know what I mean? So it kills it, puts a damper on it. I promise you, it was when we all got to you couldn't get an Uber. You want to see my thing? I'll get it up. Look at this. Watch my Uber thing from that day. Just trying to get us an Uber home. Watch this. You couldn't. We ended up in a pub for 2 hours till my mate came and picked us up. Right, what day was the parade? Oh, the 26th of the 5th, obviously. Look at this. Every email, you authorised the payment, 45 quid, 45 quid, 52 quid, 47 quid, 82 quid, 82 quid, 52 quid, 61 quid, 54 quid, 62, 62. All just kept on. So what's that? How many is that? About 12 Ubers just trying to get them all. Spent about 2 hours trying to get Ubers that day. Oh, it was horrible, Paddy, wasn't it? Same. We ended up in just and pitting it down. And you weren't just wet, mate. You were soaked to your bones. You know that, were you? Everything on your body's wet. Your clothes are wet. Your feet are wet. Your socks are wet. You're just wet. When you've got glasses, mate, and everything's just pissing down in your glasses, you can't wipe it on nothing because everything's wet. I don't just walk around with tissues in my pocket, and if I did, they'd be wet as well. That kind of wet, mate, it was awful. Thank God no one died, so now I can actually moan about how bad it was for me because it was fucking terrible for me. Mate, my mate had to come pick us up. I don't let him know picking me up because I don't think I'd ever want to go and pick someone up from fucking Liverpool. I feel like I would though. If someone ran me in them conditions, that's why I get lifts off people. That's why people do that to me because I would go and do it. I would fucking go and I'd pretend it was a nice thing and they'd be thanking me, but in my head I'd be thinking, why do I have to fucking do this? Why have I been picked and asked to do this? But I would do it. And everyone knows I would do it. And that's why I got it done for me. What was that even about? The parade? Oh, the parade, yeah. And I should have gone to the Sunderland game. That's basically what I was fucking saying. But it's an Aspinall game. Listen, I've got a little rundown. Do you know what I should do? More than anything else. Where is he? Do you want to see my fucking new dog? It took me 11 minutes to realise I've got a new dog. Where's my dog? But yeah, I can find him straight away. Oh, he's not. He usually goes in his little weird hiding spot there. Where's he gone? Let me find him. Oh, yeah. Did you find him on his bed? Yeah. Yeah, it's not on my bed the whole time. He's lived there now, hasn't it? Yeah. Get a dog, mate. Hello. He's sick, you know. What's that? Oh, he's eating stuff. Hello. He's a gangster, mate. Look at him. He is a gangster. He's tiny. Say hello. That's my doggy voice. Oh, he's sick. Do you know what? I shouldn't have waited so long, but obviously I thought I was going to move by now. Hello. He's hating it. He just wants to go in there. And do you know that's why he's such a sick dog? Go on. He'll love to play with you. And if you want to play with him, mate, ref's just doing that. How can I do as far as I can do in the gym and that, running and that? And then I've jumped off a stool. These stools are high though. Charlie will tell you these stools are high. I haven't got a dog. I'm out of fucking breath. I ran 19k in 2 days. And today, this is proof of the fasting thing. Yesterday, I felt amazing. Promise you, amazing. I remember even coming out of the gym singing the songs and that, right? I felt amazing. I did 10k, and I promise you, this is not a joke. I could have done more than 10k easily. I wouldn't lie about this because I wouldn't be telling the truth the next time. I could have easily done more than 10k, but I thought I'm running in the gym for the next 4 days after this in a row because of how we've got all our things sorted out for holidays and that in July and August. Yeah. And my legs will be fucked by the end of it. That's what I thought. Yeah, today. So then that's just, I had woke up, I had coffee, a yogurt, some fruit, and then I made 2 scrambled eggs for JJ and about 3 forkfuls of that, yeah. And then I had a donut before I went in the gym because I just couldn't. I took it to go in the gym with, and then I ate it I wanted to eat it after the gym. It was the last Krispy Kreme, but instead I ate it before the gym like a dickhead. But it was good for me, a little bit of sugar in that in me because I did 10k and 1200 meters swimming, which is, I've not done that in weeks. That's maxed out weeks ago. And I did it. And then today, boom, yesterday, I ate shitloads all day, all night. I was having noodles at fucking 10 at night, all night. I got home at 4. I ate nothing between 4. And then between 4 and 10, ate fucking everything. Everything. So I can't break my fast until 10 tomorrow because of how stupid I was. And then, to be honest, I'm saying that like I was eating till 10. I ate till fucking 9, thought I'd started my fast. Came downstairs to let the dog out. Went back upstairs with fucking 5 ice pops. Why would I just forgot. Just because I'm addicted to ice pops. I just must have forgot that I was fasting. So I've had to start it from 10 o'clock. Annoyingly. But that's Pedro. Do you know what? It's mad, yeah. So he's the sickest puppy. He's a better puppy than Bobby ever was. But there's no way he'll ever be better behaved than Bobby was because Bobby was the most perfectly behaved sick dog in the house and that. And he chews a lot more than Bobby ever did. But Bobby was shitting and pissing all over my gaff for months. I remember for ages he would fucking have little things. And then how he got to the end, and they just confirmed him, yeah. No way. I'm not into this guy, you know. If you can't score, I feel like if you can't score goals at PSG, you cannot score goals. You're not good. He's not been able to score goals at PSG. Gone to Germany, scored an okay amount of goals. But obviously, I get he's at Frankfurt, and he's going to have a lot more chances playing for Liverpool. So he's scoring that many goals for Frankfurt. How many goals will he score for Liverpool? I understand the step up fucking thing about it, but I'm not into him. And again, he's fat and big. I was fully not into him. I just give it a rest, bro. What are you? I'm not always negative. I think Wirtz is going to be a fucking killer, mate. I'm still buzzing we bought Wirtz, whatever. 100 million for him, he's sick. And you know what's good about him? Like I said, did I say this on the live chat? I just thought it. Defenders now are shit. He's going to get in amongst shit. Yes, Clayton. He's going to get... Do you know, Clayton maybe one day, Clayton, you might make royalties off me in 10 years' time. He made the thing, and I still use it, and I think I'll always use it. The actual thing where I just change the fucking thing, like I'll put a background or whatever. But he made the original thing where it's like the little cartoon of me. I don't care how outdated it ever looks by AI. It's staying. That's there forever. What was I saying? What was I just talking about then? Oh, the striker. You know what? No, I'm not even being negative. I actually think, genuinely, I think he'll be good for us because we're obviously not going to be playing how we've used to play. There's no way, we can't play 4-3-3 with Wirtz and him. Wirtz can't play as one of the three. I feel like he's not, I don't know, like industrial enough. And he definitely can't play in the middle three because they're just getting about, running all the time. And if we played the same. But how sick would it be if we had fucking three midfielders that listen, maybe I'll start liking Slot if he goes a bit horrible. Three fucking horrible midfielders who are running all the time, and then basically just say, we'll do this with the defence. We're now a fucking 7-man block, us in the defence, and then just pass the ball to Wirtz, Salah, and that fucking big dangly guy, and just say, right, you three, between you three, do something. And that Wirtz is a player that will do something. He can be in a tight space, get the ball, skin two players, pass it across goal, or shoot, miss, whatever, and it'd be a rebound, or score himself. Wirtz is a seriously good player. I'm not negative just because I see things what are coming first. Usually, when you get and do you know what's another thing as well, by the way? And this is, I'm not trying to speak negative because I think back-to-back titles. I couldn't even ever have dreamt this in my life that we could win back-to-back titles. And if we spend all this money, by the way, we have to win the title. The last year was a free hit. We were all just happy to, and we'll all admit it, we were all just happy to get top four. Missing out on Champions League would have been terrible. Rob, surely, if this just shows that Rob is a fake fan. He was here in the early days, but he's not sticking out in the long run because I couldn't want Isak less, mate. Shit. No way would I ever want Isak. I'd rather have this guy. I'd rather take my chances on this guy than Isak, who I know is dog shit. Fellow words. Have you seen the picture? That's him. That's him in the fucking look. I didn't even search for this. I searched for a different picture. I searched for a picture of him holding a handbag to put in my thing. And that came up with him. How do I have to make it focus? It's never going to focus it. Looks like Ben Whittaker. He looks terrible. As if we've started him. Zesty has handbags and that. He had what they call baloo. What's that thing? Oh, I do know it because I've said it before, but I'm just stoned now. Is it a baloo? What they called? I know the name of them. I know. I love Núñez. I still think, and I'm sticking with it, if Núñez went to a team that played a proper number 9, any team, if he goes to Napoli, Labubu, that's it. If he goes to Napoli, he will score a serious amount of goals. If they play him as their 9, he's going to score a lot of goals for Napoli. And then in 2 years, everyone will forget how much I defended him, how shit he was for Liverpool. He's a good striker, but we went and bought a 9 because Klopp was blatantly at times out of his mind. That's the most criticism he'll ever get from me. But he was blatantly giving me a lifelong down. Let's see. Still go again. Still want to go. John Smith? I thought John Smith's a blue, innit? Is that a different John Smith? John Smith's a blue. Is that a different John Smith? Are you really been banned? If you're banned and you want to go, I just say go. I haven't been going, and I wouldn't go because I feel like I'm a bit too recognisable. But if you want to go, go. What's the worst that can happen? You won't get caught. No one knows who you are. You're just John Smith. You've got the most blend name ever. If anyone can fucking blend it, you can blend it John Smith, mate. And people happen to believe you because you're righteous and you know your name's John Smith. What was you even talking about before? I think that's a setup. Oh my god, my Wi-Fi thing at the top left says it's going to go. I've got a warning about my Wi-Fi. Do you know what? I've been having issues with my Wi-Fi. How many points are Sunderland getting this year? I think they're going to go down. Bad, isn't it? How many points are Sunderland getting this year? 10, I reckon, at push. I think they're going to be bad because do you know what it is, right? In the Premier League, what I feel like anyway with these teams, you buy them like 15, 20 million pound players, and this could be bollocks, and there could be loads of teams. Maybe I don't know who could break this, but when you buy all them like 10, 15 million players, 20 million players, it actually all adds up to be quite a big window. But you're just buying all just shit. And I do get that when a team like Sunderland, who's probably not even really ready to be in the Premier League, maybe they were like 2 years of develop. I don't know, having a decent championship because aren't they well run now? Nowadays, Sunderland, so they'll have like decent. Zaka's a good sign. Have they got Zaka? Has Zaka gone too? Sunderland, that's sick if he has. The last I saw, I don't get no news now. I'm not on Twitter. The last news I saw was he was staying. They weren't letting him go anywhere. Oh no, see, he will not leave. I'm more well clued up than you. Yeah, I know. Henderson to Brentford. I would have rather him gone to Sunderland, but probably money. I don't know what he's got going on, or maybe he's sort of like I don't know. I can imagine him being like getting on with Keith Edwards. Maybe he's going to jump on like the coaching staff or something. Or is he? I don't know. Why would he go to Brentford or Sunderland? It just seems all right to go to Sunderland. I can't work my head around it. He doesn't. Sunderland's closer to Liverpool, surely, where he's got his big, massive gap. You could definitely get away with a commute to Sunderland, but you can't get away with a commute to fucking Brentford, really, unless he's going to hotel it. But then I feel like if you don't move your family in that, then what's the point? I think Brenton are going to fall apart. Why would you give the job to Chief fucking Andrews? He's a fucking set piece coach, by the way. And I bet you he must have been a black artist to even be the set piece coach. What does Chief Andrews know about being a set piece coach? I feel like set piece coaches are these little fucking nerds who specifically said, you know what, I want to get into set pieces like fucking when they were younger or something. And they've gone to uni thinking about set pieces and everything. Can't be just Keith Andrews, who was a fucking pundit on Sky and played for Bolton. What did he know? Like fucking outsmarting fingers. Hendo was crap. He's taking Brentford there gladly. Hendo was good for fucking Ajax. All the fans, all the players, the manager, everything all said he was massive in the big games. They've all said it when he left. I was reading everything said about him. Everyone said he was massive in the big games, so these all don't know what I'm talking about. And we laugh at and it was terrible, and I can't believe it happened. It was sad. That collapse is one of the worst ever title collapses ever in it. Can you believe it? Was it like twice they actually had the stuff set up at the stadium for winning the league? The first time it was like, let's best not, and they fucking lost again. But they shouldn't have really even been in the title race. They've been terrible for years, like well off it. So it's forgot because of how much. Obviously, you can't lose a league like that, but it's one of them annoying ones where we're same with us when we came second when fucking Gerrard slipped. So we're saying we're happy to be at the start of the season. We'd have beat your hand off at second. Oh my god, we were terrible. We'd not been in the Champions League for like 4 years or something. We'd have beat your hand off at second, but then you lose the league like that. It's like fuck's sake. I remember when we lost the league like that and Roger signed that deal. I was just so behind him. I was so happy. So I don't shy away from this. I hate him now because I couldn't get over how bad we were that second season, and then him dumping all his mates and then getting the boot anyway. Why would he dump his mates? He should have just bowed out gracefully or let them sack him. Said that basically I can't do it, and they would have got rid of him. He's not going to not get the payout at the end of that season, and he fucking went into that season all new staff just clinging on to this fucking Liverpool job, and he was fucking it. Just to be fair, it was probably the best thing that could have happened to us because if we'd have had to get a manager at the start of that season, Klopp wouldn't have come. He needed time off, didn't he? Give us an early top 6 prediction, lad. There we go. Look, I've not even spoken about anything I don't feel like I was supposed to speak about. Is the dog wearing my feet? I feel like he doesn't go around my feet. No, it does go around my feet. I fell over him a few times. Do you know what? The worst thing I've ever done to him was just then having that joint outside. Do you know one of them where you do it to a puppet? Like your puppet, it happened once with Bobby where you think, that's fucking terrible, that. Fucking, he's got this new tennis ball. I bought him them. See on pack of them 6 midget tennis balls. I bought them. So he just can like try. I'm trying to get him to fetch early because that's like when it's funny, you garden, like just throwing him and fetching. He's not into it yet. And but he chases the ball. He's chasing the ball. Obviously, what have I done when I've kicked the ball towards the fence? It's rolling back to me again from the fence. He goes to chase the ball. I go to kick the ball. Boom, kick him. He makes that little puppy squeal. And then obviously I'm stoned, so I'm thinking every little thing he's doing is like, oh my God, is his fucking jaw broke or something? He's fucking absolutely fine. That's the worst thing I've done to him though. And then when I shut the fucking door on Bobby's thing, and the worst bit was I slammed it because of him, because he'd shit in the house. I threw him outside, slammed the door, but because I don't know if I'd been slow or whatever slamming the door, because he was supposed to stay outside, but the cheeky cunt, because it was raining, but he'd shit in the house, so he had to go outside. But the cheeky cunt, because it was raining, thought, fuck it, I'll dart back in. Boom, he's tried to dart in, I shut the door, shut it on his paw, and that is in every door, it's a rock door. His fucking thing was fine. Don't know how, but he made us. The thing like that one with Thingy, he made one noise. The thing with the Bobby one was he made about, who was he? Damon, my mate was he made about 9. It might be Jordan, I can't remember one of the two. He made about 9 high pitched. That noise is what you mean. I thought I was going, I'm going to go to the vet, his leg's broken. You know, when you've got his leg and you're like, checking if it's broken or not. But it wasn't broken, it was fine. He was fine. Top 6 prediction. How did I get so far off things? I think Liverpool are going to win the league, and they better win the league. They better win the league, and it's. I can't believe I'm saying that because I used to always remember, and the one that we won in thingy does count and everything. We all know that, but it didn't feel the same because we didn't get to celebrate it properly. Yeah. This one was amazing. It was the best thing ever. It probably wasn't as best as winning the Champions League on a one-off night. That I don't feel like that night could be top, but it was a party for about fucking 7 weeks. It was sick, right? And I used to always say in my head when I was watching United win all them titles, or when Leicester won it, I remember Leicester winning it against Everton, and even though Everton was losing, and I was watching it in that dive bar. The dive bar's now gone. How sad's that dive bar? Do you know what dive bar going? It's sad, but then it's been replaced with an even sicker thing. So that just shows, doesn't it, that even though you fucking love something, that dive bar was the best, perfect place to finish a pub crawl if you were going to the Manchester Arena. Finish it in there and walk over to the arena. It's a minute away from there, and it was the sickest. But now it's a fucking Q64 instead. It's even better. Go and fucking play fucking shooting games and fucking, what's it called? Simpsons with your mates and that. Simpsons, what's it called? Hit and run. It's fucking sick. You know what the cocktails in there though, I've realised. I'm always sick, well worse when I go in there because they don't really have like Prosecco. Well, I think they have Prosecco on that, but I don't know actually. I don't know why I've just got Prosecco in there. I don't know, but they have, maybe because I'm just a big fucking fat kid. They have Prosecco, they have all the drinks are based and they come to you like that as a fucking a game. So what's the one thingy? What's the martini one called? Charlie's obviously not still here. If Charlie was here the minute this started, he's not here half an hour in. Even no one listens to me chat shit for half an hour. I'm saying Charlie, what was it called? What was it called? No, something star. What's a play on word for a star martini? And it's got the star from fucking Mario in it. Do you know what I mean? And it's pink. Right, so Liverpool first, yeah. Liverpool first. City second. I think City will be like chasing us for the title, but we'll win it. No, that's not what I think at all. That's not what I think at all. What am I talking about? I think Pep, you know, seriously now, I'm not joking here. I think Pep is going to get himself sacked. I think this isn't, I don't know, some of them signings seem suspect to me. They seem shit. I've watched a couple of that, and I'm basing this on highlights only and what I've heard of people say, but a lot of the fucking players are shit. I think, still watching it next week. What was it called now, the drink? The fucking martini drink. Oh, it was a play on word at a porn star martini. But from fucking Mario, it makes sense if you know it. I can't remember. Something martini anyway. Who's asked? But anyway, it was that. It's sick in there. And you just play your games. Right. Arsenal second, I'm going to go. No, I don't. Do you know, right? Seriously, this is what I believe this season. This is what I was thinking before, but I can just change it. I'm stoned now, so maybe it's a bit different. I think Liverpool are going to win the league by like massively, and the rest are going to be so bad. And I think Chelsea, genuinely, because I've got in my head that Pep's getting himself sacked. So I honestly think Chelsea, maybe he will get top 4. Maybe they'll get top 4 by the end of the season. I can't see City falling out of the top 4. That's a problem. But maybe it's that bad by Christmas, he goes or whatever, and then they get a new manager. Because I don't think their fans are above turning on him. I think some of them already am turning on him a little bit after one season. Because if you've ever met, obviously, it is a knock on them because it's pathetic, but it's also not really a knock on them because if you're going to ever have a fucking fan base that are not used to not having success, it's City fans. Because they've been there is City fans now alive that are legit City fans, probably go home and away, love City, but that have never known them ever to be anything other than that the fucking globetrotters of fucking football. Just amazing, winning everything all the time. They've been winning everything now for years and years. So there's actual proper fans who will only have known them being sick as anything. Even if they were still shit when someone was like 8, you're not not got the biggest memory from before that. Yes, yes, RTV. Fucking the worst. We have to say that over figure. Just the acronym of it. You threw me off track now. What was we already saying then? What was we just talking about? Oh, top six. I think that anyone can finish second down, but we will finish first, and then it'll be Chelsea second, Arsenal third, City fourth, but Pep's been sacked by the end of the season. That's the thing, yeah. And then Tottenham fifth. No, sorry, Newcastle fifth. No, Tottenham fifth, Newcastle sixth. That's the top six. That's the top six, guys. Who I missed out? United, nowhere near top six. I actually like Amorim, but he's not going to succeed there. That job just eats people alive. I think Amorim's a better manager than Slot, seriously. I'm not Slot, obviously not. He just won the league. I love the guy, but... Is this coming from anything? Can you hear me now? I promise you I didn't mute it then. This fucking phone just had the biggest spazzer ever. I used that as a mic. I fucking just disconnected and went on the app. Do you know when it goes on the Apple screen? Speak up, lad. Fuck you. Can you hear me now? You must be able to hear me now. Fixed it. I fucking didn't do nothing. It fucking just went on the Apple screen for no reason. But it must have been sort of plugged in, trying to do some stupid update or something. I never did nothing. I had to wait for it to come back. And then I'm trying to click on that, and it's saying, and just so I can go on to this mic. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Fucking nightmare. I was stressed then. I was in the zone. I'd done my top six, Anna. Yeah, Amorim, the job's going to swallow me whole. But I think I'm not spot out, obviously not. But listen, what if they don't hit the ground running? It's not we can fucking spend money on a big player. We're littered with people down our fucking history of spending big money on players that don't work out. What if they just don't hit the ground running? They have to hit the ground running. It's the new football fan. I'll accept it, but I'll still mock it. I will accept not winning the league now if it means they're going to be even better next year and we win the league, and then win the league 2 years ago. Do you know what I mean? But modern football fans don't think like that. If you spend fucking 250, 300 million on fucking players and we're not top, or even in the mix, if we're just even 5-6 points adrift by Christmas, it's not right because he spent big money. I think we're going to fucking just dominate it. Can you believe Isak? This is the funniest thing, right? This is Rob thinking I wanted Isak. Rob coming in here saying I wanted Isak. I'm thinking, do you not have a fucking clue of anything about me? We've not heard me speak for months. This cheeky little bastard comes out and says, I will only sign after Liverpool sign. So after, he's silent all fucking thingy, all through the summer. Not said a thing himself. Liverpool are interested in him. They knock us back. They must be thinking, you've just paid how much for fucking verse? Get your fucking money out. You think you're taking our number fucking 9 off us or whatever number he is. 14 in it for Henry. I can't remember. And we've said, right, fuck you then. We'll just go and buy the other guy. I can't pronounce his name. How do you pronounce his name? Someone put it in with things. I did Google it, but it said like Etike. No way that's right. TK. So it can't be right. It didn't look right how it said. And then when I clicked on a fucking YouTube video, it was in French. And they were mind-blowingly saying it. Now, so we buy in. Isak comes out saying, I'll stay, but I want 300 grand a week. Go to who? We're the only, for the first time in my life, can you believe this? We're the only people with fucking deep enough pockets to buy him. No one's going to buy him. Only we would buy him for that much money because for some reason we're rich as fuck. This has been the best, sickest summer ever. I understand we're not going to spend another penny now for about 3 summers, and we'll just be selling bringing loads of shit through the fucking academy and selling them on for the next 3 years. Well, there will be a fucking tax for this summer, but this is the fucking sickest thing ever. I've lost 70 quid, a 12-pack of Krispy Kremes, and I owe my mate Reese and Nando's betting that we will not sign Wirtz, because in my head, how could I believe Liverpool would spend 100 million plus on a player? And that's what it was going to take to buy him, because Bayern Munich were in for him, and they'll always pay 100 million for another for the best German from the German league. So they were definitely paying 100 million. So I'm thinking, we're never going to pay 100 million for one player. No way. The club will pull out somehow. And it fucking did do it. And we signed him. I bet I wonder what the terms are. What terms are we getting these? I shouldn't care about that, but what terms are we getting these? Charlie, mate, shut up. You're just about a proper snob because you're a fucking rich guy. That's what it is about you. He thinks, and it was disappointing the last one, but why would I keep going there if it was that bad? Maybe you never know though. With Nando's and that, they can have a big turnover of staff and then it just goes downhill. But I'm going to shout it out. Watered in Nando's has always been good to me. Has anyone here been watered in Nando's? It's fucking good. But it did let me down last time, bro. And I think the time before that it let me down as well, but I was that rough. When was the time? So last time we weren't that rough, were we? But then, bro, they had no Perry Tamer. Do you know what I did? Get this. So John's just said that perfectly. Nando's loaded fries are good. So again, everyone get this in your head and then tell me if you think it ended up not being good. So I was buzzing at first because I don't really like barbecue. I don't really like sweet stuff. But I feel like when you mix it with your medium or with your lemon and herb, it goes good together. The fucking banging. Comes over and says, we've got no Perry Tamer for your loaded fries. What other sauce would you want? So in my head, I'm thinking, I always go medium because I want a little bit of kick to them. But I like lemon and herb. That was my original Nando's order because it's nice. So I went, boom, lemon and herb. It came. And instead of being like dirty chips, I don't know, like it's they're creamy because obviously it was white on white. Didn't look right straight away. And it didn't, barbecue sauce is not as like thin as them, I feel like. The Perry Tamer, I don't know, they went mushy and everything. Weren't nice in the end. Tight on the chicken though, a lot of fries. Yeah, they can be. But I feel like that's why I don't think I always like watering one, because they're never tight on the chicken, bro. It's always everywhere. And even when at your ending, you like start finding little bits down the side and that, they just go. But I feel like if you go to like maybe Liverpool ones, and they're not usually like in Liverpool and like more mankish ones, because people just don't give a fuck in them places. If I was working one of them, I'd just be throwing it all in as well. Wouldn't give a fuck. I love Nando's. There's like people, snobs on either side of Nando's. People who like they love it and it's the best thing ever. And there's people who go like, oh, it's just cheap fucking chicken. It's definitely not cheap anymore at all. And then people who go, I can make chicken like that. No, you cannot make chicken like Nando's. My dad's chicken, to me, I probably enjoy it more than Nando's. And there's probably chicken I enjoy more than Nando's, but people can't make chicken like Nando's. It's fucking unreal. And it's always sound. It's never the terriblest, worst meal ever. You can go somewhere sometimes, sit down, yeah, and legit, everyone has to have it once, don't they? You can go somewhere one day and have the worst meal of your life ever. And obviously, unless fucking hell you sat in Nando's and someone gets shot or something, then maybe, but it'll be the worst meal ever, you've ever been to in your life. You'll never there's no chance that'll ever be at Nando's. You can always go to Nando's safe in the mind. You're never going to have the worst meal ever. But you can go out and pay, and sometimes you might be, you never know, you might be stoned. You might be stoned, not supposed to be stoned, with people you're not supposed to be stoned with. And the bill comes and you're paying it, and you pay for the worst meal ever because you're stoned. Imagine that. That could happen to you. It's more than capable of happening. So Nando's is fine to me. I don't mind it. Do you know what's mad? So my neighbour says she acted shocked. Is this really bad? I used to try all food on Bobby when he was a puppy, and he wouldn't eat any of it. He weren't interested in any of it, and he still never really was. He was a bit of a bougie eater. Yeah, this dog eats anything. Pedro eats anything, you know. He's sick. Anything, crisps, chicken, ham, bacon, sausage, not hash browns, potato waffles. He's ate a little bit of it. Obviously, I'm not overfeeding him, so he's not been sick once, and he only shits outside. No, that's a lie. Guess what? Twice he's shit in the house, which is fine. I've had him 9 days. I can't believe he's only shit twice in the house. And the second time was definitely my fault. And guess what? The one that was my fault, guess who stood in it barefoot? Me. Bare motherfucking foot stood in his dog shit in my carpet in my bedroom. How about that? I had to fucking hose my foot off. That's it, yeah. Hose my foot off. I hosed the fucking. I was lucky I weren't going anywhere. Hosed my fucking crock off and everything. Put my socks outside to dry. Get this, went and had a shower. I felt that bad. I'd only hosed it off originally. I hosed it off with fucking shower gel and everything. and then still had a shower. I was only going to mum and dad's, and I still worked late. I was that on time, and I thought I had a shower. I felt that bad. That bad. I stood up, I couldn't believe it. And then obviously, so he got in. For when I was having that shower, mate, he was sat outside in big trouble. But that's it. Only 2 times he's shit in the house. He's sick as well, you know, because so Bobby. I've spoke about my dogs for the whole thing. He's sick though. But Bobby loved JJ, but in like a more weird, like a protective side. He didn't really play with JJ. He would like toy fight with him and that. He'd love toy fighting with him because he would toy fighting with dogs and that. And he would toy fight with JJ so he could pretty much get the better of JJ on toy fighting and that. He'd batter him. Bobby never gassed. The JJ would always gas and Bobby wouldn't gas and he'd batter him. But he was never like, it wasn't matey. It was like I think because I had him for 2 years with just me. I feel like the dog just has an owner, done it, and he just loved me. So he loved JJ because I loved JJ, and he loved me loads. But he did look after him and that, and he always slept near his cot when he was born and that. He loved him. But I feel like these two, maybe, and I think it's because JJ is little and he is a fucking kid, and this dog's tiny, and I'm the one who's gone and fucking took him and dragged him out of his house. When it was Bobby, he only had me here. So I dragged him out of his house, and then he's only got me, the fucking monster who's took him away from his family to even be mates with, so he had to be. But now, because JJ's here, he just loves him. They just play together all day. It's fucking sick. And it's my mate record that I probably should. Dean Stoner might even think it's a nice thought, but I don't believe in any of this. He goes, have you got any of Bobby's ashes in your house? I said, yeah, I've got them all. I've not even done nothing with them yet. I will spread them somewhere at his walk or something one day, but I've not done any dog walks. I ain't got a dog. And he reckons, but he's into all mad shit. He reckons it's because Bobby's here helping him. He's such a sick dog. He won't watch this, no way. But he is a sick dog. He is a fucking sick dog. A sick dog. And he's definitely not going to go white either. He's going to be black forever. You know what's hard? I can't stop thinking about food. I promise you throughout all this, I just keep thinking of food. And you know what? And sometimes I'm talking and I start going off the thing because in my head, genuinely, well, for the last 20 minutes, I'm arguing with, should I just fuck this fast off and eat something when I finish this? I'd do another one tomorrow because I did one last week when I went to work. I did a shift last week at work, 2 till 10. And I kind of fasted. I had 2 coffees and what did I have? 2 coffees and an energy drink throughout the 36 hours, but I didn't eat nothing. And it's worked definitely. Look at the weight. By the way, I've never spoke about it. Fuck everything else. Fuck all the combat sports we're supposed to speak to. This is my show. I've lost 11 pounds, and I promise you, if I jump on them scales tomorrow in the morning, before I eat anything, I'll have lost. It doesn't matter what time I weigh myself, because that's my fucking weight. Anyone who thinks I'm fucking doing the tail trick of that, I'll put the thing on the tripod tomorrow and just walk on it, and I will be. This can be sad if I'm not. If I was 15.10, what was that? 15.10. I lost 11 pounds from 16 finger. Don't worry, I've got all the fucking pictures. Hang on. July 7th, it weren't that fucking far ago. It was only a week ago. When did I fucking jump on the thing? Boom. July 14th, Farmworth. 16 fucking motherfucking stone. 16 motherfucking stone 10, yeah? 16.10, big boy. Probably only ever been heavier than that once, ever, right? And what's this, a week later? Well, 8 days later. Actually, 7 nights, so that's a week. Where are we? When was it? I reckon I'd be heavier this morning because I ate a lot yesterday, but it doesn't matter. Here we are, boom. And I even look how many times I made sure that no one could put 15.13. 15.13 on the 6th. I did videos and everything so people couldn't say I was cheating, but listen, I don't know why people think you can cheat with them, but I get it because you could fucking hold yourself up and make it way less. But I'll film. I do understand you can cheat like that, but I don't. I'm going to hold it up. I'll put it on a tripod. Fucking £11 in 8 days. And honestly, I fasted. That's one fast, one semi-fast where I actually fucking drank 3 drinks. So it don't really count that because by this point I hadn't done the third one that I did yesterday. And I promise you, and every other day I ate stupid amounts. Except no, Thursday but I fasted. Nah, that's even a lie. That's last week. Tuesday. Nah, it's Friday, Saturday. So I weighed myself on Tuesday, but Friday, Saturday I ate bad. I ate a lot of food because I was just at home on my own. Loads. Like I'm talking, I reckon for 3 days of food in 2 days. So that takes away like 12 hours on the fast. But still, look how much I lost. Just by fucking crashing your system, you lose all your water shit and all the fucking bloat and that. So that's, and then if I lose, I'm going away. I've got 7 weeks now, yeah. So you lose that first bit, and I will be over a stone tomorrow morning. I'm going to wake up tomorrow less than a stone. So if I just fucking stayed in a calorie deficit, I would never put any other weight on, no matter what. So it's not. I'm not going to put weight on now if I keep doing these fasts. Yeah, now I've lost all the nice bit. You know what's the good thing about it as well, about the fasting? Why I can stick to the 36 is because technically you're only not eating for like 12 hours. You sit. So you do 8. I did 10 in it, but say 8 last night till 8 tomorrow morning. I go to sleep after I start sleep. Then I'm only awake. Say you're awake from 8 till 9 because you're knackered. You're only fasting. You're only actually mentally fasting 13 hours. And then when you wake up the next day, I promise you, the day it's weird because you go to sleep starving, and sometimes you even like not struggle to sleep. But maybe this is me because I feel like I didn't used to be like this when I was younger, but now I'm just like fatter and older. I don't know. And you struggle to sleep because you're that hungry, and then you wake up in the morning. You could go another couple of hours if you wanted to. I like to get that coffee in, but you could easily, when you wake up, you do not need to go and eat straight away. And sometimes you'll have an hour or whatever left, and you'll easily go past it. Loads of people just keep going. Do you go running? Yeah, I do go running 19K in 2 fucking days. I'm back to my fucking best because I'm feeling lighter. Genuinely, yesterday I felt lighter on the treadmill. Obviously, I'm 11 pounds lighter. I felt lighter, but I just fasted as well, and I'd only ate a little bit of scrambled egg and a thing I said before, didn't it, and a donut. I will feel all day tomorrow amazing. I'll break this at 10. I probably won't break it at 10. I'm going to get up and I'll probably maybe all day up to 8 before I need to set off. And I'll have a coffee and fruit. No, I'll have coffee and a yogurt. I might just have a coffee. I'll just have a coffee. I'll just have the coffee. Whatever that does, it does. And then when I finish, just before an hour before I go to the gym, when I finish the hour drive, I'll have my fruit and my fucking yogurt, and then before I go to the gym, I'll have some like egg or something. Have you considered a marathon? I'm supposed to fucking do an half marathon in October for everyone donating to fucking Bobby, but there is probably no chance. Can I not just host, when I move out, a big party, and it will be fully all drinks free, all what's it called, all inclusive party with food and drinks, and you bring your dogs, and they can turn my house to bits. I'll do it as soon as I move in, so the weather's nice. And they can, before I fucking decorate it all, they can turn me out to bits for all playing with each other and everything. We'll just keep them in the garden or the fucking house, keep them out that fucking perfect kitchen that I'm buying. Can we not just do that? I can't run a half marathon. I ran 10K the other day, and I was proud of it. And now I need to start training seriously for that when I buy. Then again, I'm in camp now myself, and I'm working 1 day a week. I realise if I work 1 day a week, the flights to LA and Vegas and Pedro I've just cost me my time on Thursday when I wouldn't be doing anything anyway. But yeah, I feel like the fasting's perfect because then you can literally eat whatever you want. And if you want to lose more weight, then eat better on the days when you're not fasting. But to make the fast bearable for me when I'm doing 3 in a week, I need to know that I'm going to be able to stuff my face the next day and fucking eat all kinds and everything, whatever I want to eat all day, and that's what I do. That's how it gets me through them. And maybe if you did it more where you eat salads and that, I do eat a salad, but then I just eat loads of shit after that. But I try and cut the carbs out, but then I just have loads of bread, so I'm lying. But if you fucking, if you eat better, the weight falls off. I used to lose more weight quicker when I was first started fasting, like 2019. I know the exact dates because it was a split up with on June, 3 days before I went to Roskilde that year, and Roskilde was the 22nd to the 29th. So June, at the end of June, I've never been. That's my fattest in Roskilde, the fattest I've ever been. Proper relationship fat. Do you know what I mean? And by August, so you only got July really, because middle of August, I went to fucking Ibiza with loads of lads from Wrexham and was all in all my small, medium, not small, medium, but my medium clothes. No large came with me whatsoever. I was slim. And that was because 2019 was like my first year of proper fasting. And do you know the abuse I used to take in 2019, by the way, for fasting? People saying, why would you starve yourself to lose weight? Just fucking do this. Everyone fasts. And I just based it on one fucking podcast I heard that said 24-hour fasts are good and thought, why do 24 hours when you can do 30. He was saying you take 12 hours to fucking be in. This could be bollocks, and I don't even think I've ever really fact checked this, but he'd said it. It was, of all people, Ashley fucking Kane. No, it wasn't Ashley Kane. Yeah, it was Ashley Kane. It takes 12 hours to fast, and then everything after that, you either get 12 hours of benefits for your sleep if you do go through the day, and you get all your benefits for your sleep. Because he was doing like interval 24-hour fasts, but doing it like sleep. Sometimes he'd be sleeping while fasting, and some days he'd have an active day while fasting. And I thought, well, why don't you just add another 12? The first 12 you sleep through, you go into it, and then all the benefits you get while you're in that fasting part of your body, you get active, and then while you're sleeping. And it's perfect because you only actually don't eat food during that one day, and it's not even tough at first. It's just tough when you've been doing it for years. But the weight falls off. I am proof, and I wanted to do this I didn't speak about fasting or anything because I did say I was going to do it March 31st. I always have a golden day where I start, and March 31st I put everything on that when I'd not really been fat over Christmas, which is good. Again, I lost weight for an October holiday last year and didn't end up keeping it off by not being fat at Christmas, which is a big thing because I love going out over Christmas. Like, we got onto this. You know, there's been 5 of the best fucking fights this weekend there could probably ever be, and not spoke about any of them, not a single fight. So there's been Pacquiao came back. I've not seen the Pacquiao fight. Usyk fight was fucking sick, wasn't it? Usyk fight was sick. How is he? So he must have known from the first fight because first fight it went long because I think he was really scared of Dubois, but I think he realised from how Dubois quit in the first fight, he doesn't like a smack. He doesn't like a proper big smack, so just go with him. Because Usyk's got like a legendary chin. And he just went with him, just fucking, whenever the first round he was getting pushed back a bit. I don't know if he was maybe you think, maybe he has trained more and all. I don't know. I'm never going to have the fucking psyche of a fucking professional boxer. I'm like, at that level. I will do my fucking some takes over the world, but I haven't. So maybe first round he even just think maybe he is, but then after the first round he realised he's just not that good and he probably hasn't got the heart for it. He just blasted him out of it. He was always thought it was faster losing weight, just fasting without going to the gym, than to not fast and go to the gym. What do you mean? I fast and go to the gym. I only do cardio, I don't do any weights. I do 10k and like 1,000 meters or more or less, and I never really do more than 10k. Sometimes sometimes it's been like, right, well, I want to decide. I want to go a long amount. I want to go a long. How long can I go running? And I'll do like a 15, 16k. But usually just 10k. But I think it falls off you. £11 first week. I promise you. But tomorrow, I wish I'd done this. I should have done this tomorrow because I'd be able to stay over a stone off in just over a week. It would have been like 9 days, and it would be a stone. Easy, I know it. I can feel it, and I've got to still sleep. You seem to just wake up. You go to sleep and still feel slim because I'm not eating anything for hours, and then you wake up and you feel well. You feel all your body feels just light. And then you have that first coffee to activate everything. Boom, you run to the toilet. That's why I always say though, that fucking you have to give yourself that hour in the house just doing nothing because you will shit yourself. It's just part of the game. You want to lose the weight. I'll do weight at the end of 2025. I like being anywhere. I like perfectly being anywhere between 14, because I'm 6 foot me, and I've got long legs, but my legs have always been sick because of how many years I just played football as a kid. I built up having sick legs. I even got complimented. This is on fucking my kid's life. I even got complimented on my legs 2 days ago. Right, good legs, yeah. Doesn't matter if it was by a mate. It was by a mate, but who I've not seen for a while. I've got good calves. I'll always have good calves, and I'll put them up against anybody's calves. And I don't ever do leg day, but I just run all the time, don't I? I think I've probably done. Can't tell you how many marathons I've done on these legs just in 10Ks. But so I can wear a little bit of weight well. 14 stone, 5-ish. Even lower if I can get down to 2-3, but that's hard. I've not been that for a couple of years. 14.5 to 14.8. I look sound. All my mediums fit. I'm loving life. And then when I always get to Christmas and I'm 14s, which is all I need to get for this bet, by the way, of all these people is 14.10, which is fucking piss easy. I can't believe people fell for me weighing myself at the end of a fucking day fully clothed. I wrote the caption in the thing that I was rigging it. I was only 16.5 that morning. So that's really the weight I could have been. So rigged, but I told you it was rigged. What was I saying then? Yeah, so But when I start getting to the late 14s, I know it's coming. But if I'm that at Christmas, it's fine. If I'm 14, 10 at Christmas, I'm happy with that. And that's what I was this Christmas. And then just by going out a lot and like, I enjoy going to the gym and that on a rainy day and like a really cool day and that and thinking more probably. So I go to the gym more. I feel like in December. I will stick at the gym in December. I think it's because I know as well I indulge in December, so I just will keep running in that. But then January, I always end up taking January off and I never mean it. And then I always think, right, start February just because shouldn't be that fat. Start February for my birthday, March 17th. And do you know what? 2 of the last finger years, I've managed to do a little bit and get it off for the birthday and then put it back on. What I hate now is this. Fasting when it's summer, but the weather, I promise you, the bad weather makes fasting easier because when it's hot, and it's sad because it's hot and you're fasting. You just got to work in your schedule. Don't do it. Like some people just do 36 randoms. What I do is 4 weeks ahead, plan 4 weeks ahead, look what you've got on, so then you never have to clash anything, you never have to change it, and just look what you've got on in the next 4 weeks and put your fast in. You can do anything the day after a fast and you'll feel amazing. Drink anything, but obviously there's some things you won't want to put on a fast. You won't want to go out with your mates on a fast. You wouldn't want to put when there's a meal or something on a fast, so you just work it out. It's hard to... No, it's not even hard to do that. Sometimes when I eat a lot of food, though, if I eat lots of food today, I felt horrendous. I only did 9k today, and then to be fair, I did swim more. I swam 1,400 fucking meters to make up for the bad swim. That's how much I get in my head to make up for that bad run, not finishing 10k. I swam over 1,400 meters, but luckily tomorrow I've got 8 hours of being stood up in a fucking warehouse, so I'm gonna do a 5k tomorrow. That's it. I'm gonna weigh myself and put it on my fucking short things. I'll be a stone lighter tomorrow. Do you know what I cannot get off without speaking about fucking, it's been an hour and I want to get up and go to bed. This is the best time though, because you get to 8:30 and I've probably got another 2 hours in because I'm stoned and I'm like just be on my phone and that stoned googling random shit and watching TV. But even that 10's not bad because I'm not at anything and I've been to the gym and done all that. I'll be asleep by 10 tonight and then you wake up in the morning feeling fresh, ready to, and you can guilt-free eat whatever the fuck you want. And I'm not even going to eat that much tomorrow. I'm going to make chicken club sandwiches to take to work. My one shift a week. I like that. I'm enjoying it. The only thing is no tunes. Can you believe that? 8 hours, no tunes, no earphones. No earphones allowed for safety, and no tunes because the 2 separate sides of it, and I got put on that side, and it's, well, no one said that, but the lad said that. The youngest lad thought that because it's before the office. I can't believe it. No tunes. I thought I was going to go fucking mad. 8 hours, no tunes. I like what you're supposed to do with that. And I got bit. 4 times. Holding fucking cardboard, and they all knew. They knew that was when I could tell by what I didn't know at first, but I could tell by how when I got sent back there, I was getting sent back to be bit, and it was like everyone gets bit. The guy said that basically, everyone gets bit, as if like I have to earn my fucking thing, and I got bit 4 times by the way. But listen, I get it. I've made people on the new people at work do some mad. No, I've never made someone do mad shit ever. I'll buy there quickly though. They're all sound. It's actually funny. I made it quick. The only thing is, the supervisor ain't intimate. I think she thinks I'm a bit too chatty and that, which I am a bit too chatty and a bit more. I probably should like that. I'm like a bit chatty and I'll be slow and shit like that. So I don't think she likes me. But fucking everyone else, all the fucking boys are not like me because we get on, we have a laugh. Holloway Poirier, that to me is the perfect ending to that side, to them two fighting each other because Poirier can just say I'm 2-1 against him. I was a bit old at the end of that, and Holloway gets to carry on with the win. And I don't really want to see Holloway. I think Holloway should not go for Ilya. Holloway should just keep defending his belt against people who are not Ilya. That should just be a sick man fucking belt. And Ilya is a sick man. He is a sick man for the people he's fought on the way he says I'm going to knock you out. I can't. As much as I don't like Ilya, I have to say he is a fucking sick guy. So he should be able to fight for it, but. Keep him away from it. Just let him fight fucking Oliveira for the fucking BMF title, and it'll just be a sick fight because they're always sick fight at the BMF titles. We don't want Ilya Poirier smoking everyone at the BMF and smoking everyone at their finger at the same time. Do you know what I can hear in the background though? Till versus Rockhold on fucking Ariel Hawani's show because I've got it on YouTube. What a mad fight that is, Till versus Rockhold, and then fucking Tony Ferguson versus Salt Pappy and Dylan Dennis in some MMA thing. Misfits blow my mind. What are they trying to be? Are they trying to be like a boxing promotion, or are they just fucking about? I don't really know. You know what, though? I've been on 59 minutes, and I'm fasting, and I know if the quicker... This has actually been all right. This has been decent for a fucking random Wednesday night. I only decided to do it at fucking 5 o'clock. I thought at 5 o'clock, Because it has to be the first joint. For me to jump on it has to be the first joint. It has to be. If you anything other than that, I'm just like, I go sludgy. The first one, I'm dead excited. I want to fucking talk and, like I said, Google shit and find shit and fucking watch shit. And I can never get, if it's, sometimes I can't get to this time. Because I was at 5, I was like, yeah, fuck it. This has been good. But I'm getting off. I'm going to fucking sleep and I will thing it. I will weigh myself tomorrow and post it on the shorts. And I'll also do maybe a food diary. Because I'm not going to eat a lot of food tomorrow. I'm working. See you later, everyone. I'll be definitely on again.